new bombshell report reveals that Americans exposed to toxic chemicals in their drinking water has been dramatically underestimated. So what exactly does that mean, and how bad is it? Well, RT correspondent Natasha Sweet has the details from LA.
Scientists reveal it's nearly impossible to avoid drinking contaminated water from toxic fluorinated chemicals. A new report reveals tap water in the U.S. is contaminated at a much higher rate than previously thought. A new report claims research from the Environmental Protection Agency and the Environmental Working Group has been dramatically underestimated. David Andrews, a senior scientist at the Environmental Working Group himself, says despite all this information, nationwide standards still have not been made. According to the report, perfluoroalkyl substances known as PFAS affects some 110 million Americans. Some of these chemicals are known to cause cancer, liver damage, low birth weight, among other problems. In the study, water samples were taken from 44 places in 31 states. Meridian, Mississippi was the only place with no traceable amounts of the chemicals. The highest levels of PFAS were in Miami, Philadelphia, New Orleans, northern New Jersey, and New York City suburbs. Those chemicals were also used in products like Scotchgard, Teflon, and firefighting foam. And speaking of contaminated water, it was announced today the nation's highest court is clearing the way, allowing Flint, Michigan residents to pursue a civil rights lawsuit against the city and government officials. The basis of the lawsuit alleges these officials knowingly allowed the city's water to be contaminated with lead. As you may recall, Flint switched its public water source from Lake Erie to the Flint River. During a financial crisis, it was thought as a means of cutting costs, but the river water caused lead to extract from the pipes. While the city switched back the next year, the bacteria in the water led to a Legionnaires' outbreak, killing 12 people. Now, as far as Flint goes, health officials say no amount of lead is considered to be safe. As for the PFAS found in tap water throughout the country, since it isn't regulated, the EPA hasn't reported the contamination. In Los Angeles, Natasha Sweet, RT. It's hard to...
Yeah, and this is not by coincidence, you know, because you had these wicked ass elites that strategically plot on humanity, you know, and they do it in subtle ways, such as, you know, poisoning the waters and the food and things of that nature, you know. That's why here in Matthew 24 and 22 it says, except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. All right, so before I begin, I just want to give all praise, honor, glory to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. And those are the names of the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His beloved Son Yahweh Shai in ancient Hebrew tongue. I also want to give double honors to the head apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth according to the Bible, along with the sincere brethren that are also laboring in the work as well. And shalom to the hopeful elect, as you see right here, for the elect's sake, who are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives, who are the Israelites of the Bible. All right, so yeah, so these people, man, these elites, who are the head elites, I mean, who are called the Edomites of the Bible, who are the so-called white people today. All right, so these people have an agenda to reduce population to 500 million, you know, worldwide, globally, you know, and their whole thing is to cause as much destruction as possible. That's why they call it the son of perdition, because they are made for destruction. All right, so as that lady said, this lead that they're putting in this water, it causes cancer and it causes low birth rate and also other mental illnesses as well, you know. And this is all an attempt to pretty much control the population of not only the world, but mainly you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives. All right, so when if you look at the Flint situation and how little help they have had in trying to help those so-called black people out who are the Israelites of the Bible, you know, the upper elites, they understand that the so-called blacks are the Israelites, and their objective, as according to the scripture, is to knock them off the earth. It's to knock us off the earth, you know, by poisoning us with, you know, with our water, obviously, and GMO foods and other manners as well. All right, and this is a big mystery to the masses. All right, so right here it says, except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake the elect of the nation of Israel, those days shall be shortened, because these plagues that have been circulating around, was it Wuhan or something like that? That plague is actually a man-made plague. You know, that's why Revelation. Let me go to it. Go Revelation 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens," and that's dealing with the elect, because we understand that these things must come to pass in order for the next world, the next kingdom to be established, and this man to be taken out of power. He has to produce wickedness at a high level first, but we're going to be protected. But to you other people out there that are outside of the truth, it says, "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have a short time." All right, so everyone else that's outside of this truth, if you're not an Israelite, you just dying anyway, you know. So this man, knowing that he has a short time, he is called the devil, the deceiver of the Bible. All right, so he knows that he has a short time to rule on earth, and so in the midst of that, he's going to cause as much destruction as he can, you know. And he's gonna do that with pestilences. He's gonna do that with pestilences, diseases, any manner of wickedness that he can think of. He's gonna do it. All right. He's gonna try to accomplish his agenda of the New World Order before his time is up. All right. So for us that are in the truth, you know, it's vexing to have to know that we have to drink this bullshit water, you know. But we understand that the Lord still got us. You know, we have to go through these trials and tribulations and dealing with this vexing society, you know. So much deceit. You got everyone walking around not knowing what the hell's going on. And we walking around like we can't wait for this shit to end, you know. So, yeah, Ecclesiastes 10:10, our Lord is considered the physician. All right, and it reads, "As the physician cut it off a long disease, and he that is today a king," which is dealing with Esau, the so-called white man, it says, "tomorrow shall die. For when a man is dead, he shall inherit creeping things, beasts, and worms." And that's what the so-called white man is ultimately going to receive for all the rape, robbing, and murdering that he has done on the earth. All right, he was given this earth to rule, and he has ruled in wickedness. And it's time to set up a righteous ruler, which is our Lord Yahushua, who is going to rule the people in righteousness, according to the law of life given from the Most High Yahweh, you know, dealing with the Bible and the 613 laws. All right. So, yeah, man, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, man, because the devil's coming down on you with great wrath, because you know it have but a short time. And this is mainly you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives, you know. So, come back to your power or perish. Choice is yours. So with that, I hope that was edifying. Till next time, I'm going to say shalom.